Wendell Yabuano were head of mobilization for the Democracy Hub. Democracy Hub, na NDC for dia. Sankrofo no mo ye demonstration kra no a wo mo timi bowra police car mu ekotu car key to tiri nyuram. That to the extent as our Democracy Hub no etie
Atmango Beja South me constituency.
This is
for so the
NDC for no
so ye galamsey.
What you say? Regional Minister Frank Amoakohene. Yes, who to galamsey. According to Wendell Yabuano, Asema Wakawo, Aluta FM. Una uti media so. Uti mo wa.
I'm on the lawyers actually Ediama Wendell.
And they una woka.
Ome chinsan ome patch on yes sir. Take him.
What that sanet here? Omo pesi eja ho asemka. But who minister who be who so mo 2 weeks. Say galamsey fo nyina sorry for say na who pamu omo no akodi. Who pamu omo no akodi. Enti na say minister won ye fe. And what dressing what in there niti san wo di galamsey.
Allegation.
Allegation. Me say allegation. Me say allegation according to Wendell Yabua. Awye NDC ni. O ti ase en wo di asem ya to minister so. O ti ase minister kasa untimi fa court to me bra so. Because in the parliament kra me hu say. Yes.
Of course.
Parliament kra me hu say asem wo court to kra da so appoint chief justice. O just say minority catch them say asem wo court yen koka mo say there be yendi they just asem wo court we timi kan wasem eti minister Frank Amoakohene asem aye kan krofo se wutu tina say wo ye fedodo and wo nam no wodin de ni tin wo koba no say wo di galamsey o just say eti ya asem e wo so baba yi ano anya de wo ya omiehu o ye susu omiehu ni antwo ni din to ho list of galamseyers ya yeso e ba ye bechi wo mo.
Yo, abusia me mo akwaba na asem no emu aye hyehyehye ene a wutie ye Paul Yando Ashanti Region NPP for Kasamafo ana wode asem bi abetudwa the one from me say the fine boy medical doctor Dr. Frank Amoakohene. It is alleged by some group of people say galamsey. And this is what in the past about 3-4 days, Asamoah Ekoso den wo Ashanti Region. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Mama Munyinamo Akwaba, Edino Edaso Edi sexy. Edini Edi sexy. Ibmukane sexy. Oh, it's you by your word, fanboy, no pimples. Miana Mjina Hano. Me don't for being to see him from me Papa Ghana because me don't my Ghana dodo. And a question week the week ya baby ebesi me the last week for November. Nyankopon boy ho bai. Na nanom nka ye ho. Twedi ampo Nyankopon batayado. Ongusu anu nhyirai. Na womfa ye ntwa bosumi na bosumi ye da na nim December no so. Omfa ye wie ne nkohu 2026. Nyame ma ya hodene. The omankwa echenkwa no onkoso a no hweye Christmas na ebe bibi bo bronya. Ladies and gentlemen, yebedi sa enkomo no yebehwe Dr. Mwako Frank Amoakohene ne galamsey ho ensensem yebehwe no kreben ene wom ana no kre bi enimu a ne nyina no yebehwe sa enkomo no ewo ye fidue mu ewo ha sei you know already said these sexy there me ba maybe I no credit no me de beto because I'm here for Mother Ghana. I'm not here for individuals. But with that said, let me also acknowledge a friend is saying me call for more me ewo YouTube Dr. Rain TV won't subscribe abomodiana subscribe YouTube no dear TNA abusia. Illegal mining is something that and that is the reason why the hard-working minister Emmanuel Amoakohene with the help of the government with the initiatives atoto the Blue Water Guard the NIMOS any a Cuba time bebree wabomodian wanu nyina adwuma na bom the environmental ministry, Ministry of Defense, a friend is saying, Ministry of local government. The minister, Emmanuel Amoakohene, NSA, Ejumekwa Kesi, Ministry Kesi, team up to fight against illegal mining. Now, whenever there is an allegation, it calls for immediate a friend is saying, say a be Enti say a friend is say obi dia beto abonten say o wadanse di chere say minister the Ashanti Regional Minister galamsey. For now, I have not seen anything chere say galamsey. But say nipa krono a odi abeto from him no. Gidi say galamsey. Onfambra bonten. Odi ba bonten na nokre wo mu a myself here I will support the person. Senia, we will go after anybody who will do a galamsey ebetia or mine. Because I am not here to support individual people. And let us get this very correct. I am here for Mother Ghana. Ninkoswo, nimpuntu, se beyeye. Not for individuals a friend is saying, say obi ebeka se na abanya banti, obi bibia ensem fata ebetia abang. President John Mahama na New York or say we ni appointee na ote wo ho asem se sebiu o ye galamsey ana wo ye bibi bia ebetia ebegu nanimu ase no. He is not going to what? Pretend and support wuni pakrono. He will come after you and he will use you as an scapegoat. Which means that the President John Mahama is not going to entertain anybody indulging in any illegality. And that is the reason why I think say the pakronwa wa allege say Ashanti Regional Minister, Western Regional Minister, galamsey, should quickly come out, defend Nasema Waka. Senukrensu Nimwa, he should just retract and apologize. And then we move on. But for now, dear, meaning say Ashanti Regional Minister, galamsey. And I mean say the Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Emmanuel Amoakohene, and support say yenkonkoye galamsey ya ebabe say or my Ghana yensuoni yensasi already when he is already leading the fight against illegal mining. It is a what tibibisa. Let us all encourage the person wakasa not to be afraid to come out with the evidence. Nase evidence no the aban yen support. We need evidence there. You should apologize because we are here to fight for Ghana, not for individual. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your favorite broadcast journalist. Number one. The ladies call me D6. D Ren, Dr. Ren. Dodo ono so agiatu, Papa Ghana. Every next year kodiem say, yeah, the Papa Ghana no, and one ye de be frey ho. Because di nimu edu, fighting for our nation Ghana. Otiasie, we are all involved. Now, enkomo bi a me pese me ni wudi. Enkomo bi a ekoso. MPP enkomo bi, but no. Memo tie bibi kakra bi wo MPP nim. But before I be call MPP enkomo nim no. Ma me ma wuntie a friend say, assembly. I think say quickly me ma won entie sa assembly na me ba ye ba no a na eja ya go through a topic. And then me person me wudi. Then we'll move into the MPP. What you say? Quickly. Now, young share asemwa Paul Yando Waka. I think say the guy Paul Yando no or confirm me and someone man for a canfa no say or ya say or a comedian. But you see, it is very, very, very sad. Say yabe do MPP political party and a political party like MPP, a comedian, and assist your mafanwa, or da omo party nan. Ebi a making work for me. Obega say, oh, you're comedian, Maga Moakwaba, Farida, Memoakwaba. Yentie, Paul Yando, The entire or your comedian tea.
And Kukwena. And woman, and Kukwena. And woman, and Kukwena.
Hey, Charlie. Darocha MPP ni. Odoi Sykes MPP ni. Orakufo MPP ni. Alan Kojo Chiremantin MPP no a wujai hono. Eno enie. Dambotwe MPP ni. Professor Edubwan MPP enie. Ladies and gentlemen. Enya wanwa se ene. Ebinom ti Ashanti Regional Muka say. Ashanti Regional Minister Dr. Amoakohene eye galamsey because omuni asem bi ka omuni bibi ka omuni asem bi a ometimi aka e de afa fine boy Dr. Frank Amoakohene eninti ene oma try bi bia si ebegu nanimu ase but emfa eninti entagene say o tu galamsey mamencho asem bi a MPP fo ankasa womo eye Tema West penyini kese ekafa Dr. Frank Amoakohene. Now let me read. Nidin eye Kwesi Opoku Bosompem. Or say the Ashanti Regional Minister is performing exceptionally well. And that is worrying for us MPP. Because the region is our stronghold. Comparing Chairman Wuntimi to Dr. Frank Amoakohene is actually quite scary. Now, this is coming from Tema West MPP chairman, Eye Ora Kwesi Poku Bosompem, Asamoah Walker. So now you understand why some people would do everything in their power to see Dr. Frank Amoakohene fail. Because you see, he's giving the MPP in Ashanti region nightmares. And from what a year Kwesi Poku Bosompem, a year MPP Tema West chairman Ekan, was say, Ufa a year Dr. Frank Amoakohene. Now ufa a year Wuntimia, a year actually scary. Because so ufan him dear noa, a brand here, Dr. Frank Amoakohene, Unyan di 35 years simple. I stand to be corrected, but only 40, he's under 40 years. Now you're a region like Ashanti region. And the man is so. You see, I have said it in my previous videos many times. Said whoever suggested Dr. Frank Amoakohene, Edema, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, a wise person. But Sebi also he has gone to be with the Lord. Because no can't a yes our plane crash. Nipa 8 na yeshri woman. Dr. Sapo. You see, Dr. Frank Amoakohene. Ubia na adwinimudo. Now, of course, social media, what people refer to him, they say he's a neck presser. They just say, "Oh yeah, obe miemia wokon." Ama baby a no credit or the beto. Baby a enya no creno. Obe for so say obe can no credit. Now, you see, he is the Gen Z womu changing the narrative. Ewo eye o my Ghana. And I am so happy that John Dramani Mahama, Emrantia or far woman are performing. And Tessa no MPP DBA, ye fam ranti be on my sick D and a chronobo, a year war modern, no man to me am performing to their best ability. Mimbo Bodi, you know them, you know their names already. Now, you see, let me tell you one thing, Dr. Amoakohene, just a Facebook banter, a jovial banter, a banter, Mami jovial, a banter with a GTV, keke. Ama ene nipa thousands, tia TV license. Just a banter with GTV. You see, it tells you the patriotic nature and the leadership quality of this young man. So in Ashanti region, we MPP here, of course, you will not like him. Because you see, that is the stronghold of MPP party. So, or succeed here, it means it's a NDC who be ya kono ma people, the residents of a Ashanti region. And it can be a hassle. Yemfa adie bi a time emfa mbata ne ho. Na se de bata ne ho ha. Ne ho ba ye de ebe funu Asante man. But you see, the nyame ehira no we shira. Who Jah bless, they say no man can curse. And this young man is performing. So why try to tarnish his image? A politics. You see, sometimes political parties are very funny. They do dirty politics because they know the majority of the people that lives in Ashanti region. Now, it's across the nation, Ghana. Womo politics, no, how to comprehend, how to analyze, how to, assembly, no, and politicians are aware of this, so they take advantage of the people. And that is the reason why, for many years, politicians were giving our parents kuraba, money, oil, 1 cup of rice. Say banfama. It's because they know. And that is the reason why in Ghana, there is one funny thing people say, and I have seen it, I have heard it, and I've seen even people who are educated also even saying it, especially when it comes to the religion, a religious group. You hear people saying, oh, as for me, I don't do politics. As for me, I don't like politics. But then now ask the question, what is politics? Because politics, what about akan kasemu? As it say, on my own asem and a yeyo. So if you don't like politics, it means you don't love your nation. It means you don't love your country. Because whoever loves their nation will be interested about the conversation, will be interested about what goes on in the country. So say, I don't like politics. Say politics is about mind yourself. Now you see, politics decide the prices of goods and services on the market. It here for the finance minister, or no, did the national budget ever. Now budget ni Ubekana in simple term, Ghana yakomuma. Sika yedi kwakwede yedi bo mine ho bra. Iti Ubekana say a few Ubekana say send your papa you chop money no. Sana budget na kire. Will you chop money the ma mia? A kwanya mommy be faswa obenua fufu obewo fufu no aya ben kwan no. What you say? Ama obi ayede enye bi ayede edi. What you say? Iti ese mommy dwene hawa tomato no beto saying. Nyadua obeto saying, jene obeto saying, politics. Sikano papa de mano no. So she na sikano utimidi ye aduane a ebeso bi no acha amafiefo nyina. So be catch us onye politics a efri ne ko catch ne say onye oye man boyofo ondo man. What you say? Because on mind your seminal and a politics. It is here a mind your seminal. Why are you running away from politics? And you see, funny enough, many of these people etukwai ewo USA, ewo UK, ewo Germany, in the European countries, no. And when it comes to abrochedia, they always want the best for their children, and they have mouth to comment and talk about it. And you better say, oh yeah, the money don't we have brought from Mao. Sakasa, time. Onipa tuntum, nenim tuntum. To say ya osafu mafu enim. So bekasa ne buy bro forma. Please, I beg your pardon. Omo nya bro forma. They were born here, does not mean omo ya bro. Now TNA. Oko school or bepe the best system but the same person in Ghana will not fight for good education for every Ghanaian child. Omo ndo mine. Omo ye mamboyofo. And that is why you see politicians watenasi we hu saa de no. Enti we mu anom de aba betum. And you see, Ghana is a funny country. I love my country, Ghana. I'm Papa Ghana, and I'll defend Ghana. I love Ghanaians. But this is it. For many years, we've always been fighting against people who do well and want to fight for the progress of our dear nation. It started with my grandfather, Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, an Enzima. You all know I am an Enzima man. I do not shy away from being an Enzima. I love Enzima. We are full of knowledge. We are full of, strength, power. I love Enzima. I can use the whole year to talk about my Enzima people because I love them. And the same way I love Ghana, because now we are not doing tribalism again, ethnic again. We are doing nation. So when I was traveling outside Ghana, it was Ghana that gave me an identity by giving me a passport so that other countries will accept me. Timmy. So why am I saying say you won't call football Ghana? We are very funny. And they will do everything to fight against good men and good women who do right and want to see the progress of our nation. And you see, it started off with these people who claim that they are academicians and that they have sat down, they have dined, they have had an interactions with Akwesi Bruni. Remember, the word has been corrupted. Our forefathers said Akwesi Abro ni. Abro means wicked, a person who is full of evil, a person who is full of wickedness. That is how our forefathers are referred to. Sa onipanwa, the skin color, enemy dieno, enye pen. Yena nanomo from abrofo. Now, over Christmas, a friend bronya, or just say abronino na wenya, abronino, and wenya ni bibi no was celebrating and fire home a Christmas. TMA. There can be bo bronya. What our forefathers were sending a message to us and say, dear Adiana Ebana, ya broni no wenya, and my young fire hun shishib. They were warning us, but we did not listen. Now, let's move away and come to our motherland, Ghana. Ladies and gentlemen, for many years, they have done everything in their power to fight against the progress of our dear nation. It is the NPP party. It started with UP tradition. They have done everything within their might that they will make sure that Ghana will not progress. So you see, when Ghana etwaba, even among their political party, they will fight against that person. To the extent someone really cry on poison amawewu. Example, a Deputy Finance Minister John Kumah. Where is he now? He is dead and buried. Now, Yemfa Kwame Nkrumah Eshasye to build Ghana. When Nkrumah was talking about Kosombo Dam, the lives of Akufo-Addo's parent fought against it. The tradition is still on. So you see, today in Ashanti region, John Dramani Mahama in his wisdom gave them a young man who is educated. Listen to me carefully. You see, John Dramani Mahama played a smart role in appointing an educated, young, energetic man to be the Ashanti Regional Minister. You see, for years, not yet NDC ni NPP. You will say, sir, oh, NDC for the Omanko school because who is the founder of NDC? We're talking about Jerry John Rawlings. In fact, Jerry John Rawlings, one co school and do actually, one co university. In fact, when Jerry John Rawlings was joining the Ghana Armed Forces, he was not even allowed to join Ghana Armed Forces because no, or you free to no, a misrace. And at the time Miss race were not accepted into a Ghana Armed Forces. You can ask any old man or join the Ghana Armed Forces in the years from the 40s, 50s, 60s, and 70s. They would tell you from the 40s to the 60s. They would tell you it was hard for a Ofrija to join a Ghana Armed Forces. Now, so that notion is NDC for the only a cobble of war. It's because of that Rollins. Said one go school and do any. But now, let's ask ourselves, MPP and NDs, and I've done this, I think about 6-7 years ago. I said this on radio, live on air. I said, Ope, one more go school. Now go parliament. Now we hear head-to-head count, MPP and NDC in here. There are more educated NDC people than the MPP. But why is it that people don't talk about it? It's because, you see, MPP are not a thing. That account factor in MPP, it is strong. Very, very, I'm an account. You see, that account dominance is strong. So you see, when an account person is talking, sometimes if you don't take time and don't pay attention, you might think, say, oh, can you answer them? So maybe I know, okay, Jimmy, Sam. Because I'm a man fatu, a man say, it is a bit, ebia, obronia, or free bia, a United Kingdom. Sebio. Or can't Jimmy Sam Cranoa because it says Sebio or yet English into one for why and to we have so can answer. Oh, the mammy fine on 20. So you see, I quite back to the extent to say people think it's a MPP people a cratch for political party. Now, Anyambia, a branch ya or ya po yandui. Nidia ne chess or ya cratching. Fine, wako school. What you say? Okrekwa the certificate baby. But nyansanko any school knowledge inko. What you say? Me say nyansanko. Nyansa a wisdom, a application. So if you are wise, you have to apply. If you are not, if you are a fool, when you apply, yebehu. When you are nyansani, when you apply, yebehu. Knowledge is information. It's different. Knowledge is different from wisdom. So when you mix the two, say you'll be a kuskuti or ye onimi or wisdom, a mistake. Not everybody now kusku or ye a wise person. He can be knowledgeable because he went to be trained, to be taught. It was an information I had a man on. Because knowledge simply means information. That is why the Bible says that for those who lack the information, they will perish. Information about that is it. A lot of people don't have it because you need to go and gain it. Into be a usunya etiye, wa gaining knowledge, skill. Obi a sebio, or your lawyer, or your medical doctor, or your sociologist, wa gaining knowledge. What? Information and the way. Wisdom is different. So John Mahama appointed strategically a young guy who is not only knowledgeable, but also a wise boy. On yenibi bia basa basa. On kasa basa basa. He is jovial on the internet, but he's very sharp and sound. And you see, most of the times he plays with the emotions of MPP people on the internet. What say Emrebi? Na MPP for say, oh, na John Mahama no, okofa minister, akofa crackety TV. And there be a social media, and what TikTok, and what social, or Facebook, and what YouTube, and what and there no watch, there no here. And the people who can say, Ashanti Regional Minister Yakrana, he's always spending time on 10 times. The MPP people, and they have gone back to social media. Ofa asenso boachi mo a obeye ministers ma Ghana no a omokasati aye no ene obehunu asenso boachi na waye o show video o ofie a oye the Jimmy with his big belly, a young guy. Ene obehunu no odnam wachi ase anano na maybe a friend is saying your kegari bi ase na o show videos. What they criticized, chastised, now they are doing it. Because that young guy, Dr. Amoakohene, and if you cannot beat them, the saying goes like, you need to join them. So you see, Woman no feel say omo enyansafo MPP no. No feel so omo criticize no. And then they have joined Dr. Amoakohene. A pace setter was setting the pace for the MPP to follow. So clearly, I just want you to understand something. The MPP party, one more ideology, no, one more favoring call for bear me and son say nine. And they be almost can no one mention me and son. Almost say Buzia, almost say Dankwa, and almost say White Dombo. Some call for when answer for. I'm telling you honestly. They are Ghanaians. I respect them as our fathers. But womunya enyansa for. They may be knowledgeable, but womunya enyansa for. That's why I take it time. Actually, nyansa any day knowledge no. And you find the ideology of these men. Conform ensa. Omunya conform no omuya and conform more entiasie understanding comprehension no omu nibi. Because in tiasia. When Nkrumah was fighting for a year freedom, when Nkrumah was fighting against the white colonial masters, no, they would have joined Nkrumah. But guess what? Nkrumah faced an opposition from the days I am fighting against colonialism to the day Nkrumah gained independence. And even still when he gained independence and was building the nation, these people, the Dankwa, Dombo, Buzia, fought against him. So they stood against the independence of Ghana. Because they could not comprehend. That is the reason why the MPP till date, they don't know themselves. The Ombe tribe not Oma faili. Because you see, the foundation of the political party of the MPP, the Ombe ye biya no ma faili. Because the foundation of MPP, was birthed wrongly. Oma the bitterness, fighting against the very existence of Ghana's birth. So tell me, do you think somebody be biya manaye? Debbie. That is why you see, you can get people who attend Oxford. You can get people who attend Yale to lead the MPP, but they will still fail when it comes to governance. Because you see, the birth of the MPP, a birther is against the dependence of our dear nation. They don't believe in Ghanaians. They don't believe that a black man is capable of managing his or her own affairs. MPP has never believed in Ghana. Say Ghana betimia your money no minor codenim. They don't believe in it. Example here. When Nkrumah finally gained independence, and I've said this, you can go and check. 1957, when the whole nation were happy, when even other countries, like the Rhodesians, the South Africans, the Guinea-Conakry, other people were happy that Ghana has gained independence, including Nigeria were happy. And yet, the JB Dankwes, the Dombos, and the Buziers were unhappy. One would have thought to say, if you say Akwesi Bronin Koni Kuro, not Dewonwa, you'll be happy. So why was the MPP, the UP not happy? It was because in their heart, they don't believe in you. They have never believed in the Ghanaian. And you see, in life, if you don't believe in something, you will not get the best out of the thing. Tiemie, Abna, Amoakohene, Zigma Michia, Esther Michia, Kojo Michia, Eno Michia, Urakwami Michia. So when Chibi in dia, untiminya emphasum free. So I like it when one prophet, Bishop Dag Mills always says that the prophecy you believe is what works for you. And life is all about faith and belief. GD and your dinner. So when you see science and research, it's all about we researching and having believed that what we are researching about, but these people don't believe in us. Into one baba jet, the president, share the way I would book or mine. Now, sika womu di, any chrono womu bo, Any a wood dear mode jayen. What we hear Sikano so abusa say, what would the Sikano kwahe? They bring it back to the colonial master. That master noa, what tete yen anano. That master noa, ogu yen anano wenimuase. That master noa, okum yen anano. That master noa, no a person kayaya setinampono, yen tenase wasasi so. No, this kana sa akoma. You see, they are full of tricks, dirty tricks. And when it comes to politics, they know how to do politics. They are not doing politics to help us come out of our problems and solve our problems. No, they know how to do dirty politics. How to destroy us and not give us any hope. NPP is very good at it. When Nkrumah gained independence, 1957, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo's family left the shores of Ghana. Somewhere around August 1957, August, September, October. How many months after independence? They left the shores of Ghana, came to Great Britain to seek political asylum. I have said this, and it is the fact. Now you see, ladies and gentlemen, my minimum kasa asem we, and I mean check. What you are saying, dia mechewa. My minimum kasa asem we. When Nkrumah and co were fighting for independence, it was because they believed that we are superior. They believe that the black man is capable. Pardon me. But what happened? But what happened? When NPP came to power, UP, 1966, everything Nkrumah was doing, they collapsed it. Everything Nkrumah was building, they collapsed it. If they love Ghana, they would have continued. But they destroyed it. This is why I'm telling you that they don't believe in Ghana. Even to the extent of building a Akosombo Dam, they said it's too big and it's too huge. I have told you on record, you can check and learn from me because I research a lot. That's what I do for a living. I'm a researcher. I research. When Nkrumah built motorway, there was no motorway in the land of United Kingdom. I'm not talking about London. I'm not talking about England. I said United Kingdom. 4 countries put together. There was no motorway. You think it was a joke? Oh, crap. So TNA, it tells you that Nkrumah was a visionary man. He could think that let us build a motorway, 2 going, 2 coming, a concrete road. He built Tema Township. Do you know Tema Township? Those days when Nkrumah built Tema Township, George Mudasi, Francis Akwaba, Sammy Akwaba, Akwaba. When Nkrumah built Tema Township, at the time, those who came to England had to return back. Our fathers and mothers who came to UK had to go back to Ghana. Do you know why? They always want to say, what that Tema? The buildings were just like Tema. The Community 1 buildings, the Community 2 buildings, that is how UK here. The Kaiser Flats, the flats in UK, the same as Community 4 Kaiser Flats. The visionary man. So when it comes to the MPP, this MPP, that they are still entrapped in the foolish knowledge of the Dankwa Dombo Buzia, they are not going anywhere. Unless they segregate themselves from the Dankwa Buzia. And I'm not sure they can. Because that is what they pride and proud themselves. That is their claim to fame, to climb the political ladder. So I'm not sure. Look, we have come far. And I keep telling you, I don't hate NPP. I'm an NPP person. I don't hate them. But I'll tell you, until and only until we get patriotic sons who knowledge and wisdom is about solving Ghana's problem. You see what is going on? From last 3 weeks, I have been drumming this thing that even if you put the whole of MPP presidential candidate together and Dr. Amoakohene alone stand, nobody out of the MPP can win an election against Dr. Frank Amoakohene. I have been saying this for the past 1 month. When they heard it, they were like, hey, because sometimes when I do the video, yes, the numbers here is very small, very tiny, but people take the videos and then they share it on their platforms. And when you go to their platform, you see that some of the videos are 80,000, 90,000, some of them 50,000, 10,000, 2,000 here and there. So they know that Dr. Frank Amoakohene is disturbing their political party in Ashanti region. Now let me tell you something. Let's bring it today. And like my shadow is saying, even today that John Mahama and NDC says they are going to build expressway. Listen to what the MPP is saying. Oh, don't build the expressway. Stop it. It's not going to help. But truly and truly, we need expressway. Because you see, when the colonial masters built that road that linked Ashanti region to Greater Accra, at that time, they were thinking about, say, less than 10,000 cars using that stretch of road. Today, do you know how many cars that apply that road? We are talking about over 50,000 to 70,000, 80,000 a day plying that road. Because that's the same road that the Burkinabes use, the same road that the Nigerians use, the same way that the Malians use. So we need an expressway. Let me tell you something. Burkina Faso came to Ombeyi omunyama na nsinya wotema habo. Omudi ko mukro. Some equipments are omudi ko mukro. Do you know, sir, it will take them almost 3 months to get to Burkina Faso? Do you know why? The road is not good. 2. Your road, no, we have too many overhead electricity lines. Into the equipment and machines, what they call Burkina Faso, normally, no, sankaye expressway. And say take them at least 4 hours, 5 hours to reach to Burkina Faso. It is going to take them 3 good months. Do you think if you're a Burkina Faso, you would like to use the Tema Harbor or Takrade Harbor? You might be thinking about Ivory Coast or Togo. But you see, Burkina Faso so and the way you pem directly no. Because a inland country, they will need us. So this expressway alone, do you know how much money Ghana will get from these axle huge cars? No? But they are fighting against it, just like the way they fought against Akosoboda. They fought against Tema Township. They fought against the motorway. Even Kumasi G, Kwame Nkrumah, it was just a small clinic, and Nkrumah expanded it. There's a lot that these people fought against. So you see, ladies and gentlemen, when it comes to the MPP, I'll tell you, it's not a political party that has an ideology that will give us something meaningful. There's no need for me to shy away, because this I do on social media. Nobody sponsors me. Nobody. Ever since I started doing journalism, not even one minister will stand up. Not even one member will come out and say, I give you a penny. Nobody. Nobody. That is why I speak the truth with no fear, no fear. Because that is the gospel truth. So when you hear about galamsey, it's because the minister is fighting galamsey, including his own people who wants to do galamsey. He's not allowing them. Pardon me. And you think, say, the Dr. Amoakohene or also Eboa fighting galamsey, no, will even be the person involved in galamsey. Please. Please. Let's stop this. MPP in power the pack. Did you the pabeba or mine? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm in free when I'm in call this topic. Me idea meche, and I'll go on a TikTok also. And idea meche is my YouTube acha wana. I'm in call ahasi. And this is about a year adibia mihuya. I think it's worth talking about. Any sadio. Yami admo china de me share MPP for nkwan ho diary ase. Next this week ni de MPP nkwan e be di wo ho nkomo. What you say? Now, yenhwe Papa we Rashid Pelpuo, what can't say me? Or see, unemployment is a result of pardon me. Unemployment is a result of over-reliance on government to create jobs for everyone. It is true. Say, unemployment is a result of over-reliance on government to create jobs for everyone. Is it true? He is the Minister for Labor, Jobs and Employment. Pardon me. I wanna wumpa. I mean nada. We are minor something. If it last week now. And easy. Me crash was no to. Now, unemployment is a result of over-reliance on government to create jobs for everyone. Minister of Employment, Rashid Pelpuo, and Ekasa Assembly. This is the same man who can say, Ghana for Nkojutwa grass no monton. And they are the Minister of Employment. You see, sometimes, I know based on loyalty, the president will decide to give some people some job based on loyalty. Because this man is a very loyal friend of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. But does he really have the brains, the wisdom to create the enabling environment that will lead to job expansion or creation of jobs for the Ghanaian youth? I doubt. And it is sad. You see, Dr. Rashid Pelpuo may be a fine gentleman, a soft-spoken person, but as he has that wisdom, he's knowledgeable. That is why he has a PhD. So he has knowledge, which is information. But our wisdom, to create the environment a lot of youth will be employed. I doubt. You see, this statement from this Minister of Labor blaming unemployment our Ghanaian youth no is something which is wrong. And I think so we don't need men like this, especially when we are in a high spirit of resetting our nation, Ghana. Because you see, when you take a year, the Afro barometer, almost someone would be too effort unemployment. Almost say 2024 data nature says 61% of Ghanaians between 18 to 35% year ankasa ankra adwuma. So it's not every Ghanaian who wants to be employed in the government sector. No. Because the Afro barometer does not support what this man is saying. He is the employment minister. Now, I see between 36 45 to 45, the figure not jumping to 65%. They say, the ages of 36 to 45. Person, 65% of Ghana no, person by ya by person your manga some. It is about creating an environment where people will not be high taxed, where people are to say be a maga who are real estate developers, no, ebia taxes are umbetu and ebia a beba form the Ghanaian indigenous people, no, you best support to so that they can expand their business, so that they can employ more Ghanaian youth. But if you are minister of employment and you come and make such statement, and I'm like, you see, such a sensitive position of this position, and San Kedima Obioye, a researcher who has sharp brain, who can negotiate, and find more avenues to create jobs for the people. I'm telling you. I am telling you the gospel truth. This minister should not be the minister. Perhaps maybe he can be minister for other sector, but not employment. Because he does not even understand how to create jobs for the youth. He thinks it's only about government. No! This minister by now should be meeting Ghanaian rich men. The likes of the Osei Kwame Despite and Co. He should be meeting the football millionaires in our country. He should be having a conversation with them. They have the money. And tell them where they can invest the money to create the jobs. For the youth, millions of Ghanaians are unemployed. And you come out to make such utterances. You, when you were in opposition, promised the youth that you will create jobs. So what has changed? You must keep your promise. Because the same youth that you promised them, another political party that we do not wish for them to come to power would engage them. And let me tell you, these Gen Zs, they are not people who stick to loyalty, that they will stick to you till thy kingdom come. These Gen Zs, oh my goodness, is Santem. I'm telling you. You will go and meet the Gen Zs and you will tell them this on a campaign platform, they will throw water at you. In fact, water is even good. They will baptize you with urine. Yes. There are a lot of Ghanaians who are unemployed, who are even sleeping on the streets of Accra. Right now, go to Tema Station. Go to Circle. No plan station. Go there and see how many people sleeping on the floor. Bare floor, go and see them. You need to equip these people with skills. As Minister of Employment, this is where you negotiate. You call the so-called Christian Council, you engage them. How many churches do we have in Ghana? You sit them down and say, look, Mr. People, where the nation is heading towards, it might head towards a doom if we do not find jobs for our people. So Christian people, what can you do? Can you build some orange factory, orange juice factory, since you people are not into alcohol? This is how Minister of Employment, you sit down and you come up with initiatives. You must be smart. You should by now open employment centers across the nation. We need to see job centers. Let people go there and write their names, leave their telephone numbers, leave their skills. If you don't have a skill, put dash. Get the research. Get the numbers. Those that are unemployed and that they do not have any skills, call them. Assemble them. Give them skills. You come here and talk about this. What a nonsense. And you think some of us, because NDC is in power, I should come here and say, hey, Rashid Pelpuo, cut the crap. You are a lazy cocoon. You don't deserve to be a minister. I'm telling you. If I am John Dramani Mahama, I will fire you today. And maybe go and even bring Ibrahim Mahama as Minister of Employment, because at the end of the day, he is employing people. It is even better than somebody like you. You call yourself doctor, PhD. That is the reason why you make some people who insult people with PhDs. That the Dutch passport is more valuable than somebody who has a PhD. Somebody like you, Dr. Pelpuo. When I speak truth, some people don't like it. I'm telling you the gospel truth. Because me, I'm not here to fanfool people and worship people. No, I am here to serve my nation, Ghana. The youth are unemployed. Jobs, people are even, Charlie, it's not easy. It's not everything that we have to sometimes say. At the right place, we'll be saying things. Open job centers. That will give you a clear view. How many people are skilled and unskilled in the nation Ghana? I'm giving you this free advice. You can hire me for my service, and I'll help to, I'll be glad to give all the knowledge I've acquired to help my nation Ghana move forward. Oh, yes. You see, I saw something the other day in the news that Ghanaian 48 Engineering Regiment are being sent to Jamaica to help Jamaica people because they had some hurricane that came to destroy, some part of Jamaica. And this is what I have been saying to the government of Ghana, that we have 48 Engineering Regiment there. They are youth who are unemployed on the street of Ghana, wandering about with no skills. Why don't we get or open something called a builders corporation? And those boys who are walking around and they're always engaged in tramor and other, sexual bad behaviors, why don't we just get these people and equip them with skills? 48 Engineering Regiment is there. Imagine if 48 Engineering Regiment had taken this my advice. The NPP government had taken this my advice 8 good years now. Now that there is hurricane, whatever, destroying Jamaica, a lot of Ghanaian youth can be shipped outside to go and work. And still what? Bring us foreign revenue. The youth are there. There are a lot of Ghanaian youth. We have not seen war. There is war in Sudan. People are suffering. Train the youth. Very soon, Sudan will be thinking about rebuilding their country. You will send those boys that you have given them skills in bricklaying, block laying, to go there. This is wisdom. This is not just only information. This is not just only knowledge. But you see, here we have a whole employment minister saying this to us. As a bear maybe to Takrade, and our branch be to Volta region, and now what to Cape Coast, and now what to Northern region. Catch them said Tina Uncle Libya. Because Minister of Employment Nimpo on shame crime. Edia no ye. Edia man manful to create the jobs. Look, you can even sit the Christian Christian council down and tell them, we know you people are in a haste for us to build a cathedral. You people should hurry up and use your own funds. I, the Minister of Employment, I will give you the youth to do the labor work. And just write names of boys who are just on the street of Accra alone or across the nation. They will come and do labor work for you. Mixing mortar, carrying water, and getting paid. A lot of guys will do. Because they are wasting their time somewhere drinking tramol. And thinking about drinking kotitintin edru. And you see a short guy like a Kufuado, he wants his dick to be as long as Methuselah. Because the society has not provided him with anything to do. And the devil finds work for the idle hands. So Dr. Rashid Pelpuo, you are a fine man, but I think that we don't need those fineness. We are resetting Ghana, and we need men and women who are smart and sharp to help this government reset the nation. There are many ways to create jobs in our nation. Because the same job that you tell the Ghanaian to do back home, you will not do. When they come to Abuja, upon the university they have attended, they are doing it. It's a mindset. Employment minister. You can make things easier for this government. If not, this youth will come to you come 2028. And remember, the NPP is there. They have sweet mouth. They have sweet lyrics. I am telling you. The monies that they stole, they've hidden it in foreign accounts. They will bring it in 2020. I'm telling you, trust me. Look, because some of the things when I say, my people in NPP, they tell me, when I say, they say, hey, Dr. Red, Assembly, catch your man, baby a free bar. This OSP, recently you've heard the news. Kenoforiata, Nidini, a year friend is Interpol, DN, so a phone call between Kenoforiata and His Excellency, a former President Akufo-Addo, with OSP. Simple. OSP wanted to come to UK to meet Kenoforiata wanted to come to UK to meet Akufo-Addo. Simple. It was a conversation. Jack, you medini free so. Me too kind. Me go UK. UK for no. If my word, Dr. Ray, my word, they say me do one betch me. Into me go UK ne dear. Massa, shani you me dim free. Interpol red a notice no so. Alert no so. Me do UK. Ochimia me din okoba e me din so. That's the conversation. I told you recently when Kenoforiata called the Akufo-Addo to assemble these MPP flag bearers and tell them they should put their differences aside, work together, and then make sure that 2028 they win power so that he can come back home. He wants to come back home. It comes from the same Akufo-Addo's people that tell me. Akufo-Addo no one and call for the catcher. So the people, they have the monies. The stolen monies that you are mentioning. It is true, but they have hidden it in foreign accounts. They are ready to spend in 2028. And we'll go back again. I said, so Dr. Rashid Pelpuo, keka ho na ye adwumaden untimi a papa trenchen. I'm being honest. I keep telling people that you want to create jobs, but you don't have job centers. You want to create jobs. Where is the job centers? Where is the job centers that you can tell Ghanaians, go here? So when somebody in the district need a carpenter, he can just go to the job center as a company and hire people from the job center so that the person will pay the job center will negotiate the payment terms and also pay the people. This is how it is done. It is simple. The youth are there. They want the job. Use the district centers. Use the constituency centers. Use it as job centers office. Tell the youth from the ages of 18 to the ages of 67, go and write your name. If there's a community that somebody needs people to work, maybe somebody is looking for a painter, the person can go to the job center and say, write my name, so me painter. Pardon me. The job center negotiate with the payment. Once they negotiate payment, Womakas okay, painter no, how many bedrooms? 3 bedrooms. Okay, painter no, painter obey 200 Ghana. Oria obey you 2 days. Near painter obey you 2 days. Painter no budget share 1,000, obey you share be 1,500. Whatever the amount of money you people can just know how much they charge. Now so that is what you use to pay the staff. Common sense. You are sitting down there for somebody to come and tell you. The youth are waiting for you 2028. You better look for job for them. The youth are waiting for you. The first year the economy you see 2026, the youth are not going to be kind with you. I'm telling you, even in UK here, NDC UK are not happy. I'm telling you. Sure. So, Mr. Dr. Rashid Pelpuo, you can reach out to me. I can give you 1 hour free consultation. They are coming in, they will charge. Because I have a family back home. I'm feeding. I have a lot of people I feed. A lot of people. A lot. The other day I was telling somebody, I'm not rich because my father, he got himself in every village of Akofa, yedi obi batu nipe, no akofa nipa na ba betena yenche. Yedu this wanko ni village, no anko te se yedi natu no, ana yedi obi awud natu ni mame. The man to he die young. My father to he die young. So go for bebre magui me mame so. Omo nyanko for ketwa. Ofo bebre ma. Omo do 18 bebre. Paying school fees because some of them don't even know they don't even know Omabusia. Omabusia phone bomb baby. Who from crown number no switch off. Who village or class or go Ebusia phone. Ebusia phone himself way in the benny so on can't because the bandit thing crying. And the yesha on the enquaka say ne bandy ni emfa and some crown dachi ombesi ye dear. Oh ma me no papa no ba say ye money. So Mr. Dr. Rashid Pelpuo. This is the thing. Creating jobs is something that is wisdom. It's something that you have to negotiate. You have to be visiting some people. By now you have to go to a year friend and saying, Ibrahim Mahama, Jata Cement, you negotiate. And America, you need a job center. That job center, you take people their record. What you say? You maga party. So these are the things. Youth, President said, Obefan conform be cleaning a beach. Well, a beach patrol team. Beach patrol team. You can give them a name, beach patrol team. Young guys. Now I found what you say? Because MPP for my wado. Sasabon Salmon on what or no says MPP for MPP no to say Sasabon Sam no. There's Sasabon Sam catch a young couple about Job. na de na wo ba job no on so ne hwe am se sabon some MPP de omote ho omote ho. So please yebesre Mr. Minister Rashid Pelpuo, Minister for Employment, him 2026, God willing, you need to start with job creation centers, job centers. Every region, every constituency, the 277 constituencies, we should have job centers. You could see offices for fraud. The constituency offices now, Monfanye district offices now, Monfanye. Period. The MMDC in office, no, Monfanye. We don't need to spend money to build it. Yakoni enyesika. And conform J service no more, no. You can open up offices. As simple as that. It will be banners for so employ or per workers. The first point of contact a job center. The entire I say informal sector and conform be bring so mutual taxes and conform be bring is because informal sector no or ye painter or ye adwuma na cash na hand no wa judge and bottom and maga can bear me witness. Or no better workers, but workers are a baba be ye adwuma bebre no ama no bebre no ah. But say a year na more job center. And I will be the same maga who sit down no ope a friend say painters and now ope plumbers and open gophobia. Nebia and when your contract bina ne ho chere no ope labor, he will quickly come to the job center. Look for people like omo painters, omo bricklayers. No, I employ omo service. Eboa ema kroni. Ladies and gentlemen, amenda must say. Week ya yesi mi twedi amponyankopon mfa na taban kase no enkata yeso ye wo akwantum ne ye wo fie nyina efuifo no mo hwe fie amaye omo boy ho ban se ya no mo emre bi eja ho no obroni bi ma mbefa ekufu ado nkonkoton eye Ghana no omo de enche wo mo no mo ton Ghana no mo boni donkomi no ma mekinka brofo tantantan a kire wati ase etiefifo nyame ene obo ade twedi amponyankopon enkamo mo nkoso ana mo support ye afenso mo nso amowo akwantum no so this week no besre se mo hwem ho so ye na mo ho ma asem bi woti ase sana etie. So ladies and gentlemen, and I'm in sempani nyina ebesi na me adomo a this week so will come your way. Have a great week. This is the last week of the November. Take good care of yourselves, be good, and make sure say everything that you do will bring honor, will bring blessings. I remember my Ghana etumpo na uswa brabo etumpo. Assalamu alaikum.